Good evening, Internet. It's your boy Slacker here. I'm kind of alone right now, but hopefully that shouldn't be too long. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This looks absolutely nothing like Super Mario World, and it's not. We're going to get to that in a second. In fact, I already have the game ready right now, right over here. But I actually want to show you guys something first. As some of you know, a little onion boy, has Mr. Chris Take-A-Seat Hansen looking into him right now. He's that much of a child molester. Well, not child molester, groomer. There's a difference, but I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty. The point is, some of the memes that have come out of this have been absolutely great. I don't want it to take up the entire stream, so I'm only going to go over a couple. We got... I don't know what chat it's on, but apparently... Hoy, Slacker, I can't read the rest of that, unfortunately, but... Do I have a DeviantArt? Yes, but I rarely use it nowadays. I really just use it to post stuff from Flimville. Hold on a sec. I really want to... Maybe the window needs to be expanded? Nope. The window doesn't need to do anything. I'm just stalling for time while I'm waiting for Jordy or Anime Ghost to get in. But I guess that's not going to happen in the next 2 minutes, so I guess we'll go right back into it. So, there's this guy, Shonky Wonky Donkey. You might have seen a video or two from him in the past year or two. But he's created some masterpieces recently. Such as taking one of Onisian's meltdowns and vocoding it to circus music. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Noah Williams is like my theme song. Home of original videos, this is good music. My generation is so boring with its rapping. The only reason I'm not laughing my ass off is because I've already seen this a couple times. It's so great. Oh, that goes right into the next one. Onision, another Onision Meltdown, but it's vocoded to the Spider-Man 2 pizza theme. Let's watch it, boys and girls. This one has captions and they're great. Yes, Michelle Road, a wonderful, beautiful society. Apple from the grave says, and they say whites have no culture. That's alright. Restream chat's going apeshit. I'm gonna. Oh, so it's not purely Streamlabs that. What? Okay, so I'm gonna figure out what the hell is going on with the restream chat. Okay, well, I had already set the chat, but everything's gonna look a lot cleaner now. One final video for the Onision Onion Man. You can actually hear what he's saying this time, but I'm gonna put on captions anyway because they're great. As we know, it's Christmas time, and then I decided to do the stream out of the goodness of my heart because it's Christmas. But for now, I'm gonna show you one more video.
To all the people who are saying that I'm like crazy, and you know that I need a mental health check. I'm fine. I've been very good.
Oh my god, so many Joker references. I love you guys.
These videos that I'm making, they're all fake, so I'm not actually mentally unsound. As you say I am. I'm perfectly fine. Obviously. And for anyone who doesn't understand that I'm acting in these other videos, well, I can't help you. I can't make you smart, you can't fix stupid.
I love how he says he's acting and that these videos aren't real, and then he proceeds to invalidate his own point by going into yet another meltdown.
Even on Twitter, they keep saying, okay, groomer, to me. Groomer.
This is so sad. Can we get an okay groomer in chat? Noah Williams, he's trying to lie his way out of facts. Absolutely, yeah. For those of you who don't know who Onision is actually one of the guys. He actually is kind of an old YouTuber. Like, he has videos going all the way back to. Actually, you know what? Let me put this in the search bar now. Yeah, there was this video he made where he basically dresses up in a banana suit and acts totally crazy. And he's from the same era of YouTube as, he was kind of a little after Smosh, but he was part of, like, the golden age of YouTube. He was around from that era. And back then, he and Shane Dawson had similar styles of humor. The difference is Shane Dawson eventually grew up and Onision didn't. There we go. There's the OK Groomers. Koopa Claus, please play mathcoolgames.com for me before society takes it away from my Christmas present.
I'm not a groomer. Okay? The fact that you would say that, I don't even like it. I barely wash my... You know what? Okay, so a groomer is somebody who grooms themselves. Obviously. There's a dog groomer. There's grooming. Like, the concept of grooming.
Oh god, DC is like, oh god, he's ancient. Yeah, Onision is a lot older than some of you think. In fact, the way I like to describe Onision is that he's a 30-something-year-old man who acts like he's not even 13 yet. Hey, Cools, how's it going?
Good evening.
Yeah, you came at the best, worst time.
I kind of figured that.
I'm just talking about all the shit happening with Onision. I'm gonna show people the banana video next, and then Apple wants me to play coolmathgames.com before we do Mario World.
Oh, all right.
So right now I'm watching the video that Shonky Wonky Donkey did, where he took Onision's latest Meltdown, and he vocoded it to Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Oh, yes. That sounds like a classic.
Yeah. But Cools, you know, but I don't know, have you ever heard about Onision?
I know Onision.
Okay, so long story short, this guy is like a child groomer. He's like one step away from being like a actual pedophile, but shit has gotten so crazy with this guy that even Chris Hansen is now on his ass.
Really?
Absolutely. Like, I could probably
I thought Chris Hansen, like, kind of, like, left that part of his career behind.
I guess he still does it every now and again on the side, but I guess he just doesn't do it for TV anymore. Onision, I did nothing wrong. Also Onision, let me do this illegal shit and judge minors. Oh yeah, he also did like this thing where he had like his underage fans send pictures of them and then Onision rated them on their hotness. But yeah, you ever look at someone and every time you look at them they just get worse? That's Onision as a person.
Yep. I can see that.
I'm just glad that I'm no longer alone.
I'm being totally forward and honest. I'm an honest YouTuber.
When I'm saying alone, I mean I'm just glad I'm no longer alone in the stream box.
Oh, hi. How
Hi.
you doing? Good evening. Isn't Apple here?
Yeah, well, he's not 18, so we don't let him speak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I was just watching some Final Space. It's a good series, by the way. You should watch it.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. It's from TBS, right?
Yeah.
Here it is right here. I'm going to grab a shoe.
It's funny.
I'm grabbing a shoe called
It's funny.
Okay, and I'm just going to take the bottom of the shoe. I'm going to dab my finger in it, okay? So as you can see, I'm dabbing, and look.
I'm dabbing! Mute.
Alright, so we gonna see some Halo or some...
Halo's like a very, very, if we have time. If I beat Mario World and we still have time to spare, maybe I'll do a round or two, but I don't think we have the time to do Halo.
Oh, alright. I'm interested to see how, like...
You want to see what all of the fuss is about?
Yeah. Because it's like, I don't know. I never played Halo, so it's I know what Halo is, and I know of Halo. So I'm like, what's so great about this new release?
Well, it's on PC for the first time.
Yeah, but I mean, did they make the graphics better or what?
Yeah, they enhanced the graphics. They upped the frame rate to like 60 FPS.
Ooh, 60 FPS.
It's higher on it. You can go higher on PC, but keep in mind, they did this all the way back in 2014, and as thank you for putting up with the shitty servers. I think a year after the Master Chief Collection's release, they also released ODST.
Yeah.
And now, 5 years after the Master Chief Collection launched, they finally brought Halo Reach, meaning that we finally have all the good Halo games and Halo 4 all in the same package.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
Now, on PC, they're doing it game by game in chronological order. Halo Reach was the first chronologically, so they started with that one. The next one is Halo Combat Evolved, followed by Halo 2, then Halo 3, then Halo ODST, and ending with Halo 4, and it looks like they're going to do it, and it looks like they're going to release all of them just in time for Halo Infinite. And I know what you're thinking. What about Halo 5? We don't talk about that one.
Oh.
How do I put it? Think of the Master Chief Collection as all the Star Wars movies up to when... Think of the Master Chief Collection as the first 6 Star Wars movies, and then Halo 5 is The Last Jedi.
Okay. Yeah,
like it's that divisive.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's an insult to Halo, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, the Last Jedi was...
yeah. Honestly, if you want to get into Halo, there's no better time to start. Like, they fixed 90% of the problems the Master Chief Collection had, and...
Well, like, what kind of problems? Like, coming from a guy who's never played Halo, like, what kind of problems?
Keep in mind, that they've already fixed all this by now, but when it first launched all the way back in 2014, there were problems where people had a hard time matchmaking with the servers. But that's all fixed now, and even on the PC version, you're able to just go into a match and play. Have you been speedrunning the American Dad intro?
Oh, yeah. You better have.
Okay, DC says, I've never seen any Star Wars movie at all, but I hear my boyfriend rant about how awful The Last Jedi was all the time. What was so awful about it? You know what?
Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
Cools, you want to say?
Yeah. So, there was nothing I found
I haven't seen it, but I don't care about spoilers, so go ahead.
There was nothing in particular that was awful about The Last Jedi, but it just wasn't. It wasn't like. It wasn't like a cultural iconic film. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, let's make some money making a story off of the Star Wars IP, and here we go, and here it is, and they put it on and there was nothing awful about it. Like tons of people had.
No, you're talking about Dude, you're talking about the prequels. We're talking about the sequels. We're talking about the things.
When the prequels came out, there were tons of people who had complaints about it. It's like, oh yeah, this is crazy.
Guess
Jar
what?
Jar,
all those same people are now praising the prequels because the sequel trilogy is that bad.
I know, but the sequel trilogy, there was just nothing amazing about it. There was nothing amazing about it, and it was like they got 50 writers, and they're like, okay, design
let's see, Halo is fun. Halo is Boy. Slacker is Halo cross-platform. Yes, it's cross-platform between PC and Xbox. In fact, something I found out as soon as I booted up, the Steam and the Xbox launcher versions are pretty much the exact same thing. They both make you sign into Xbox Live, but the reason why they do that is because of the cross-platform compatibility. And any achievements and stats that you gained from the Xbox version carry over to the PC version and vice versa, meaning no matter where you play Halo Master Chief Collection, you've always got that with you.
So.
Hey, Jordy, glad you could finally join us. Last Jedi is so bad that there's this guy who actually uses Star Wars as a way to show people how to write a good screenplay. Keep in mind, this is the guy who worked on Bionic Woman and Tron Uprising, and he's now using The Last Jedi as an example of how not to write a screenplay.
Damn.
It's just boring. It's just boring. There's nothing that makes you invested in it. It's just...
From what I can tell, it's a Star Wars movie made by someone who hates Star Wars.
Exactly. Say exactly, but I can see how somebody would say that. To give you an
idea of, like, here's the thing. Even if you like the new Star Wars movies, there is the undeniable fact that Star Wars, people don't care about Star Wars anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bigger deal when Disney bought Star Wars than than any of the movies made.
Yep. Yep. And
like, when the prequels came out, that was something, because Star Wars movies don't come out every year. Now we have a Star Wars thing coming out every year, and now people are sick of it. That will kill a franchise. Yeah, that.
You know what's gonna happen is that, like there's the prequel trilogy and now the sequel trilogy, and these are the movies that are in like the numbered Star Wars series, and it's gonna be the outside movies, like the Boba Fett movie or the whatever movie that they're gonna be doing, where they get some decent directors and screenwriters to do like, oh yeah, okay, we want to make some, but they're pouring all this money into these numbered Star Wars series, right? And they're putting way too much money on trying to make these movies succeed, and because they're doing that, that's why they're failing. And it's just nobody's interested in them. I mean, people are interested, but it's not the cultural icon. These movies are not going to be the cultural icons in 20 years from now that the original trilogy was. So no question about that.
I was trying to say about how the oversaturation of Star Wars actually killed it.
Well, you can say that.
Here's the weird thing about Star Wars is that Star Wars is loved the most when it's irrelevant.
True.
Like, whenever Star Wars is back in when Star Wars is relevant in popular culture, people hate it. But it wasn't until like 10, 15 years after the prequels happened that people actually started to like them. Because we finally had something come along that was far worse.
I still don't like the prequels.
We actually got some
At
pretty
least the
great
first
memes
one, anyway.
out of the prequels, and I think that's fair. And I think that's good enough. Name the memes that have come out of the sequel trilogy.
The sequel trilogy? Yeah, I don't know.
The fact that you even had to think is proof enough.
Mark
Something
Hamill.
I always say is that
Mark Hamill brushing his shoulder. That's a meme, I guess.
I always say that when it comes to entertainment, the worst thing you can be is boring and mediocre, because that means people forget all about you. If you're going to suck hard.
Yep.
Because at least at that point, people talk about you because of how horrible you are.
Yeah. Totally agree. They made these sequels to be mediocre. It's like what I was saying before, it's like it seems like, and from what I hear anyway, it's like they got 20 writers in a room, write some sequels, and instead of given like a vision or something from like one writer or from like a small writer team, they just like, how can we design a movie that appeals to like a mass audience, and it just doesn't hit any of the notes. It just
they're trying to appease too many people at once, and as a result, nobody wants it.
Yeah, it's just a very boring film.
One more thing about Star Wars, and then we'll move on. There's a theory going around that the reason why you see so little of like the classic Star Wars, the Star Wars people actually like, why Disney is pushing their version of Star Wars so hard, is so they don't have to pay royalty checks to George Lucas.
Well, I thought George Lucas gave up everything. Like, he sold everything.
He still gets royalties every time Disney uses the original trilogy or the prequels.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
I didn't know that. I thought he sold the whole thing and gave it all up.
He sold Lucasfilm. He sold Lucasfilm as a studio, which happened to have Star Wars attached to it.
No, I didn't know that.
But yeah, he still gets royalties over what he created for Star Wars. And the theory is, the reason why Disney is pushing the sequel trilogy so hard, and why Galaxy's Edge has almost nothing to do with the Star Wars people actually like, people think that it's because it's so Disney doesn't have to pay as much royalties to George Lucas.
Well, that'd be sad if they actually did that, because I don't know, it's taking a great franchise and milking it. It's like, how can we make the most money out of it without paying us?
It's not even milking it, it's killing the cow to make hamburgers.
Yeah. Killing the cow to extract the most blue
Banana
milk
song,
air.
I'm a banana. 10 years ago, 77 million views. Oh my god, he's actually tried to capitalize it in the past year.
We're talking about Onision?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
okay, groomer.
Okay, groomer.
I was just gonna show the banana song and then we were gonna move on. Alright, so this is Onision 10 years ago.
Hey, shout out Angel.
Hey.
Sorry,
I'm a banana. You're a what? I'm a banana. What happened to your clothes? I'm a banana.
sorry, I was finishing some stuff up before I showed up. What I missed.
Look at me, man. I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
Bananas.
Just bananas?
I'm a banana. Who would have known the banana man would be a sexual predator?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, well, bananas are like a metaphor for dicks, so...
Uh-oh, dick time.
Actually, no. I can see why he'd be such a horrible person. He made this video.
It's like, is that a banana in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Nah.
Alright, so this is 2009, mind you. This was kind of the standard for YouTube entertainment in 2009. Keep in mind, his style of humor has not matured at all in 10 years.
Cart, mart, fart, dart, heart, start,
What's
cart,
hard?
mart, dart, fart, heart, tart.
There's still videos like this that age like fine wine, like make me bad videos. And so find them funny.
And that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
The only good thing about Onision right now is the replies he gets on the Twitter feed.
Okay, Groomer.